Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just go to Prezi.com, and here we're going to click login. And so, I mean, if you don't have a Prezi, if this is your first time, you would go to the sign up button, just follow the instructions there. I'm just gonna log in right now, and I'll catch you as soon as I get in. Alright, cool. So now that we're in, as you can see, there's Prezi, Learn and Explore. So this is just gonna be your main page, and we're simply gonna say New Prezi. That's as simple as that. So it should open up another tab if it's like Google Chrome. Just give that a second. Alright, so before we get started, I mean, we're just going to pick a template. I would just suggest picking a template. This is what makes Prezi look really fun. Just have some fun with it, kind of explore different templates. I'm going to pick a pretty simple one just so that we can go over a few basic things. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of like combustion, winds of change, checkmate. I mean, it's just like you could explore them. So I'm going to go to one called chalkboard. And I'm going to say use template. Alright, sweet. So this so far is our work. I haven't done anything, but it's already animated. Check that out. Already animated. That's the cool thing about Prezi, is that it just has sweet animations instead of other slides like PowerPoint where they just change slides. This one, we can zoom into these different brackets right here, like as you saw. So I'm going to zoom in here again. Boom. Alright, cool. So we'll just play with that later. But I'm going to make a presentation on the University of New Mexico because that's awesome. So let's go to our first slide. So this is how we're going to open it up. This is going to be our first slide as by default. And we're just going to pretty much click. This is where your title would be. My title is going to be basic information. Actually, I'm going to call that general. It just sounds better. General information about UNM. For bullet points, this is going to be, they already have a text box for you. I'm going to say, I'm going to put a dash. Actually, I'm going to do a bullet point list, and I'm going to say founded February 28th, 2014 of 1889. And I'm going to also put another information that I know about. It is location Albuquerque, New Mexico. Colors cherry, silver, sliver. Okay, and mascot, logo, Spanish for wolf. Man, I really can't spell. So there we go. Boom. If you wanted to turn this in, we're already done with our first presentation. Already started. First slide. Bam. So let's actually try to make this a little bit better. First off, we can try changing the text to make it kind of UNM looking. We go with red. These actually are pretty fine. I'm going to move that here, clicking on this hand tool. If I want to spread them, put extra spaces, what I do is I press enter to make another line, press enter, and as you'll notice, there's these little dots still here. So I'm just going to click on this line, and I'm going to click again on the bullet point. It's just pretty much not letting it become a bullet point. Anyway, so that's there. And we're going to put some photos. So something really cool about Prezi is also if you left click, you can move your mouse. This is not going to affect the slide, but this is just to edit a little bit easier. We're just pretty much going to insert an image. And so if you want, if you've already downloaded some images, you could just say insert, from file, and from file will take you to your computer and you can just add images. But for today I'm just gonna make it kind of simple. I'm gonna first put I'm just gonna search University of, actually I'm gonna say Albuquerque. Here I'm gonna click, I can click and drag it, which honestly this is probably the easiest way to put it on. Let that process. Alright, boom. Pictures there. I'm gonna put another photo. I'm gonna probably put the logo. So UNM logo, and I'm gonna just click, drag and drop. I'm also going to actually put a picture of the university. So let's just go to University of Mexico. And I'm just going to click this one. Here we go. So that's our first slide. All done. Already put in our information, put some bullet points, put some photos. I mean, you can try playing with them a little bit. There's like effects. We can go to playing with different things. Make it a different look. I'm just gonna go with Clyde, whatever. So there's that. Say save. And boom. And now we're gonna go to our next slide. So we're gonna click over here on 3, and we're just gonna make another slide. I'll just get to that here pretty quick. Okay, so now that I'm finishing this other photo here, I'm just gonna show you some really cool things going on. First off, I'm just gonna make my text box a little bit smaller. So I'm just gonna, and play with how wide I make it. You know, just play around with that, I guess. Something cool is that you don't just have to use where they've put a text. All you have to do is just click, and there you go. You can just write something. So I'm going to write Thomas, President, Pope Joy, and I'm going to change. I can change the font already with this theme. So I'm going to make it a subtitle, and I'm also going to make it red. And move that here, and I'm going to rotate that. There we go, right on, perfect. Also, something else that's really cool about Prezi is that you can put a video. So I'm going to say YouTube video. Now you have to put a link. So I already have a video selected. It's about the pit. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to paste this link. Prezi will automatically look for it. I'm just going to make this kind of normal. I'm just going to minimize it. I'll show you why I'm making it so small, not worrying about it too much if I don't have enough space. This is mainly because, I talk about the arena. So this is the next thing we're going to do. So as you can see, we've already started. This is our first slide. This is our second slide, so to speak. This is going to be our third slide. And we have this fourth slide right here. So I'll click that again, fourth slide. And then our last slide's here. So with Prezi, let's say we want to watch that video I just entered. So I'm going to go to my third slide, and I'm going to say edit path. And I'm going to click right, I'm just going to click right on the video. Bam. Notice how it comes over here. So it's become my sixth slide. So there's going to be 3, 4, 5, and then after that, my next slide is going to be this video. I can play it, and we'll watch it later. I can't really watch it while I'm editing. So say you don't want it to 6. We want to actually see it. I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see it at the end. I'm going to want to watch it as soon as I see this. I'm going to press escape actually to get out of that. And I say I want to watch this video right away, so I'm just going to move it up in order. Just click and drag it and let go. So we're going to go slide 2, slide 3, video, press play.
Howard press. He's only pressing to force the Aztecs to take some time. Jay.
So I'm just going to press play here, watching that. Alright, cool. So that is pretty much the basic of moving our camera, I guess, so to speak. So slide 1, slide 2, cool. We're going to go to the next slide, go to the next slide, and we're just going to play that. Now this next slide, you can do all your text, blah blah blah. Do it again. We could just add pictures. Why not? Just add another picture of President Pope Joy or whatever. But let's make another. Let's use what we've learned and make our own slides. Say you want more slides instead of this. So I'm just gonna. Oh man, now we're all. Here we go. I'm just gonna, so we can get back to normal. Say I'm going to add another frame, and I'm going to put this here. You want to make sure you're within these lines. I'm going to make it just kind of fun. I'm going to put it upside. I'm going to put it on the side. Say I don't want a frame. I'm going to actually make it a circle. Actually, yeah, let's just make it a circle for fun. So that has automatically become our 6th slide, just because that's the next thing we edited. So after this, we're going to go straight over here. Whee! Add our own text. So we're just going to click, say contact information. Move that here. Edit text. We're going to change the color. Maybe make it a little bigger. And we're going to put in admissions office. This is something else that we can do. Notice how, I don't know if you remember, we made this video over here pretty small overall. I mean, but we were still able to blow it up. So say we want to have some fun and just kind of make this Inception kind of effect. We can insert another bracket inside of here. So you want another slide for some bizarre reason inside of this slide. So you're like, oh, just kidding. Think we're all done, but there's actually another slide way back here. You can just write stuff. Hi, extra slide, information. Actually, let's make this a little bit bigger. And then there you go. So we pretty much have the basic idea of how to make a Prezi. You can play with some effects. You can customize it, change the different fonts. Say I want it to be a space kind of theme. Just know that when you change these themes, the text is going to be different. Notice how this is not staying in the same spot. This got all messed up. So just be aware of that. That is going to change and revert to the original. Something else you can do is you can add some background music. I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to just select the most random background music. So when I upload the music, you're going to see an uploading symbol here. This is going to automatically play as we go through the slideshow later on. And as well, once the song's over and say you're still doing your slideshow, the music will loop itself and meaning that once the music finishes, it'll just restart from the beginning. That way you don't have to worry about some awkward like silence, going on. So that should be uploaded. Okay, so I can just play that, make sure the music still works. Kind of interesting, tensiony type of music. So we're gonna say done. So let's present this slide. So welcome to the University of New Mexico. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of information about the University of New Mexico. I'm gonna just go general information about New Mexico. It was founded, this, that, and this. Here's some photos. Also, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the New Mexico timeline. As you'll notice, we have the University Arena, the pit. Here's a video. Alright, we'll just quickly go to that video. Whatever. Say we're done with the video. Go to the next slide. This is this random slide I felt like making. Over here, there's some contact information if you'd like to know a little bit about more UNM. This is another extra slide, just in case I wanted to add something. And there you go. That's my presentation. So anyway, as you'll see, that's just what you do. You can also make a different background image. This is a chalkboard. Say you don't like that. Just this is awkward. So say you want to change this background. We're going to go to background image. I'm going to say choose file, and I'll pick my own image here. I'm just going to pick this image. I'm going to say resize image. That way it fits. Okay, so now that we have that, just be aware that sometimes you're going to have an image like this that you're not going to be able to read your text on, and that's why it's nice to use the templates they already built in, because they already made it so you can read it. Notice how it's kind of hard to see everything over here. You got those trees in the background, so I'm just going to actually delete that, and I'm just going to go back to how it was originally. But that is pretty much the basic information about the University of New Mexico and that whole thing. So have some fun, just play around with the stuff. You can draw arrows if you want, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun.